so it's the next day for me. I took my shot on Tuesday. So it's about 12:30 and I'm feeling pretty hungry. I wasn't feeling too hungry this morning, but now that it's about lunchtime, I'm feeling hungry. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm eating. So this is actually leftovers from last night. It's kind of like a pasta sauce, I guess, but without the noodles. I actually got this recipe from Google Gemini. I asked AI for high protein, fiber filled recipes, and this was one of them that they gave me. So it's ground turkey with some seasoning, onion, lentils, and marinara sauce. So very much like a pasta sauce. It is good on its own. You could probably put it over pasta if that would be better for you. I'll eat it just on its own though, just like that. And then of course I have a coffee that I just made and a Propel water. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this and I'll check up with you guys a bit later. Alright, so it's a bit later. I finished about, I would say about half or maybe a little bit more than half, maybe 2/3. I'm not going to eat the rest of it. I'm just going to put it back in the fridge for leftovers. But yeah, that's just wanted to show you how much I actually ate versus, you know, what I started with. Alright, so I'm back just sharing what I'm having for dinner. I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to eat dinner. I wasn't feeling super hungry. I did have a snack a few hours ago. I had a banana and just some peanut butter crackers. And I thought that was going to be maybe enough to hold me up for the night. But I am hungry now.
Just push the ball up?
Yeah. Good afternoon, happy Thursday. I just finished up my lunch slash breakfast. It was my first meal of the day. I typically don't usually eat breakfast, and this was, I mean, even before taking a GLP-1, I've just never really been a breakfast in the morning kind of person. I do typically, I've noticed I'll get hungry around 12 o'clock, so I decided to get up and make some eggs, which actually cooking in general for me has been a new thing. Not that I've never cooked before, but I haven't been able to cook up until recently. Due to my health and everything kind of going on, I have a pretty severe asthma. So cooking has been kind of, not that I've never cooked before, but it's been a new thing that I've been getting back into. I haven't actually been able to cook in a really long time because I haven't been able to withstand standing up that long to actually make a meal. I'm not perfect by any means still. I do sit and let things cook and then get up and check on it and everything else. But today, I actually was able to stand up the entire time while making eggs. So, progress. It's little things like that, you know, matter to me, you know, not just numbers on the scale. So, anyway, I just finished up. I'm probably gonna work on some stuff here. So yeah, it's about 12:45 now. I just finished up with everything. I did eat all of the eggs that I made. I'm working on my second Propel water of the day. I've really gotten into these Propel zero sugar waters. They taste great and it's zero sugar, so can't argue with that. I will probably check in with you the next time I eat something, which may be a snack or maybe dinner, not really sure. It's getting on later in the day, so it might just be dinner. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Alright, so checking back in, it's about 3:20 and I am feeling hungry, so I was gonna go ahead and have a banana. These things are going bad anyway, so I need to get rid of them, but I'm gonna eat what I can of this, and hopefully I'll have dinner pretty soon, probably in the next couple hours or so. Alright, so it's about 6 o'clock. Tonight we ordered out for dinner, just at like a local sandwich shop kind of thing. I got a chicken BLT Cobb salad with extra chicken, and then I added some other things, black olives, mushrooms, green peppers, and I think cucumbers. And then I got a little side of ranch. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then I will show you the aftermath of when I'm done.
Last week I think I asked you guys.
And this is how much I ate of the salad. This is how much is going to be left over for the next meal. Hello, it's Friday morning, about 11 a.m. I'm feeling pretty hungry right now, so I'm going to go ahead and probably eat the rest of that salad that I wasn't able to finish yesterday. So I do have a couple things I gotta do today. One of those being to see my retina doctor, which I've put off for about a month. I need to go get my retinopathy treatments, which basically just means an eye injection in my eye. So not super fun days for me, but I'm going to try to make this day as easy as possible, and there are leftovers in the fridge still, so I really don't have to cook anything tonight, which is a plus. And we'll just kind of go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat my salad, and I will check in with you guys probably sometime after my appointment or when I eat next. Alright, checking back in. It's a little after 6 o'clock. It's like 6:10. I got back from my retina appointment a little bit ago. We're doing good. That went good. Eye is a little watery and my vision's a little blurry, but that's pretty normal after the injection, so I'm kind of used to it. Anyways, it's dinner time, so tonight we're just doing something easy. We're doing chicken tenders and tater tots, and I will show you how much I have on my plate. So this is what I have on my plate. I don't know, I'll probably finish most of this, if not all of it, but we'll just have to see. So I will show you guys the aftermath after I'm done. So I did end up finishing my entire plate, which is good. It's about 6:30-ish, I think. So this is kind of the time of the day where I typically start to wind down, watch some YouTube, watch some TV or whatever. And then normally I'll go to bed by like 8 o'clock. So I probably won't record anything else tonight because I don't plan on eating anything else for tonight. So I will pick up with you tomorrow when I eat again. Hello, what is today? Saturday? Yes, it's Saturday. It's about 7:45 p.m. For me right now. I'm actually checking in with you at the end of the day. I have the clips of the first clip that you'll see is what I had for lunch. I just had more of that ground turkey lentil marinara kind of pasta sauce thing that I had a couple days ago. I had the rest of the leftovers from that for lunch, and then for dinner we did like a mac and cheese, chicken mac and cheese kind of thing. I only had like maybe half a cup worth. I wasn't really feeling it too much tonight as far as dinner, so I had a little bit of that, and then I had a little bit of cottage cheese, and that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm gonna eat anything else tonight. It is 7:45. It's Saturday, so I'll probably stay up a little bit later, but I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed sooner rather than later, probably. Unfortunately for me this week, my period actually came in like a week late, or not a week late, a week early. So that might actually answer some of the questions and things I was having regarding fatigue and stuff. That definitely is going to play a factor in that. So yeah, overall I'm still doing good on the medication. I took it on Tuesday, so that would make this what, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so day 5 of week 2, and I feel pretty good. No nausea, no vomiting, not even really having like constipation like I did on week 1. So I think I'm definitely getting in enough water and enough fiber, which is good. But yeah, overall doing good. Just feeling very fatigued, very tired today. Hopefully in the next couple of days that'll kind of turn around. Other than that, I'm gonna kind of just chill out for the rest of the night. I will do my best to actually record more tomorrow, so I will check in with you tomorrow on Sunday. Hello, happy Sunday. It is me checking in for the first time today. It's about 2 o'clock this morning for breakfast. I got up pretty early this morning. Got up around 7:30, 7:45, somewhere in there. And this morning for breakfast I had some cottage cheese around 10:45. I really ended up liking that Good Culture cottage cheese. I have a bunch of it in my fridge now, so that's come in pretty handy for snacks and meals and things like that. So it's about 2 o'clock, or yeah, almost 2. I haven't really had anything else today, so I'm gonna go ahead and try one of these protein shakes that I got at Walmart. I'm desperately looking for the Fairlife protein shakes that have the 30 grams of protein in them. Walmart does have them, but like at double the cost of what a BJ's has them at. So which BJ's I think is like a Costco, just like on the East Coast kind of thing. So I haven't been able to get the Fairlife protein shakes yet. I did find those at Walmart on sale for 26 and change. So I'm gonna try those out. I'm not super big on protein shakes. I think the reason why I like the Fairlife ones so much, like in comparison to all the other ones, is it has a little bit of a creamier flavor or texture to it, and that I like better than all the other protein shakes. So if you're looking for a protein shake but you don't like protein shakes, I would try a Fairlife one and see how you like that, because when I first started out, gosh, this would have been with my BSG back years ago, I started on the like Premier protein shakes, but I burnt out on those pretty quickly. I just ended up not liking the flavor. And then I tried the Fairlife, and those I liked so much better. So I will eventually get a BJ's membership, probably. I'll just end up biting the bullet, but yeah, right now this is what I got, so I'm gonna try this. I've seen other people drink it, they seem to like it, so we'll see. I'll let you guys know what I think. Other than that, we're doing chili for dinner tonight, so it's in the crock pot right now. I'm not really ready for dinner, it's pretty early for dinner, so I'm just gonna drink this to kind of hold me over, and yeah, I'll check in with you guys a bit later. Alrighty, just checking back in. I did actually end up eating the whole bowl of chili, so that was really good. So that's all that I'm gonna eat for tonight. I mean, I could do a snack before bed, but honestly, my nutritionist advised me to eat something before going to bed, but I'm just never really hungry before I go to bed, so I don't usually, I'm probably not going to eat anything else tonight. If I do, I will record it. If not, I will pick up with you tomorrow when I eat my first meal. Good morning, happy Monday morning. It is about 8:30. I've been up since 6:30, so I've been up for a little while. I'm on my second cup of coffee for the day, and I'm just now gonna have some cottage cheese for breakfast. Honestly, I've been eating a lot of cottage cheese this week, just kind of as a snack, a meal, well, not really as a meal, but more as like a snack. So I'm gonna have some cottage cheese this morning, finish my second cup of coffee, and then I will, I don't know, probably eat around 12, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there. That's usually when I'll have my like first meal of the day. All right, checking back in. It is 11:30. I'm feeling pretty hungry. Unfortunately for me right now, we don't have a lot in the fridge. I could have some leftover chili from yesterday. I could make a sandwich, but I'm just not really feeling those things right now. So I am gonna go ahead and have one of these Oik's protein drinks. Sorry, that was my pod, but you know I'm low on insulin. So these protein drinks are okay. They're not the greatest. They're not as good as the Fairlife, at least in my opinion. I'm hoping soon that I can acquire some Fairlife protein drinks, because I think that would make this a lot easier. My biggest critique, I guess, of this one, and the reason why I like Fairlife Core Power protein drinks so much more, is that it just lacks like a creaminess. where this tastes more watery, in my opinion. So, not a big fan of that. I have tried other protein drinks, such as like Premier Protein, like way back in the day when I first had my BSG, that was like my go-to. I got very burnt out on that very quickly. Again, just found that I did not like the flavor of it or the consistency of it overall. Yes, I know, Duncan. Yes, I know. My dog always wants attention. Always right here, sitting right here on my arm. So anyway, yeah, so I have tried other protein drinks, and it's not to say that, like, if that works for you or if you like those things, that's great. For me personally, I prefer the Fairlife ones. I would recommend it to really anyone, especially like if you're a picky person with like protein drinks and things like that, because some of them can be pretty gross. So I would recommend that one. For now, I have what I have, so I'm gonna drink this, and hopefully that'll help with some of my hunger. And then I don't know, I might do like a snack or something later on, but for right now, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll check in with you guys next time I eat. Alrighty, so I'm back checking in. It's 5:30. We're doing chicken and tater tots tonight. I'm very excited. This is my first like actual meal of the day. The protein shake lasted maybe like an hour, and then I noticed that I was starting to get hungry. So I actually tried a trick that a nutritionist from many years ago said to drink water when you're feeling hungry, and see if it goes away. And I did that. I downed 2 bottles of water, and it did, and it actually kept me good up until now. So if you're if you're struggling with hunger and like you don't really want to eat anything, or maybe you just ate something, try drinking some water and seeing how that holds you. You might just be a little bit dehydrated. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. I probably will eat all of it, but I will definitely show you guys the aftermath and how much I finished.
We'll start with the brewery, and then we just kind of work our way towards the city.
Alright, so this is the result. I definitely ate everything, and I am feeling full. So probably will not be eating anything else this evening, just because it's like 5:48 and I'll be going to bed here in like a couple of hours. So yeah. Okay, so I'm back. I wanted to pop on here really quick to talk about a non-scale victory. Granted, I haven't been on the scale this week, so I don't know what that looks like yet. But a non-scale victory that I wanted to mention is that my pod is lasting for 3 days. If you're new or don't know me that well, that's fine. So before I started on Zepbound, and it's crazy to me that it's literally only been like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and I'm already seeing effects of blood sugar health and just overall energy and different things. So it's crazy to me that it's only been 2 weeks. But prior to starting this, I used to have to change my pod on the dot every 2 days. So for those of you that maybe aren't diabetic or aren't familiar with the Omnipod 5, the Omnipod is a is a tubeless insulin pump that can hold up to 200 units of insulin, and it's meant to last 3 days. Now for me, because I was on so much insulin, my pod would never last the full 3 days. I would put in 200 units, it would last tops 2 days. On that 2-day mark, I had to change my pod. So I just checked my pod, and the reason why I know that my pod lasted for 3 days instead of 2 is because when I hit on pod info, and granted I'm low insulin right now, so it's mad at me, it wants me to change my pump now, but it says that it expires today at 3:30, which means at 3:30 today I will be at the 3-day mark. I'm gonna count it as 3 days because really, I mean, we're pulling at straws. We're grasping at straws here. It's about noon, so I'll probably change it in the next hour or two. I'm waiting until I completely run out of insulin, and then I'll change it right away. And that's typically how I always do that. And it's just because my insurance is extremely like on the dot as far as like the amount of insulin that I use in a month and the amount of pods that they'll give me in a month. So I always try to stretch that out until the very end when I completely have no insulin, and then I'll change my pod. I'm at home a lot, so I'm never usually in a situation where I'm out and my pod runs out. But I am going back to school actually in a couple weeks. I start back up on August 31st. So in that situation, and when I used to work outside of the home and things like that too, I would always have an extra pod on me and an extra insulin pen on me, just to make sure that in case something went wrong, maybe my pod died, maybe I ran out of insulin, whatever the situation is, I had that on me. Like I said, it really hasn't been an issue in recent history because I haven't been leaving the house. I haven't been going anywhere. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share that because that is extremely good news. The fact that it's only been a couple of weeks since I've been on this medication, I'm already seeing a difference in blood sugar, in the amount of insulin that I'm taking on a daily basis. That is definitely a huge non-scale victory for me that I will honestly rave about forever. So I'll get off of here. I'll stop ranting about my blood sugar, but I'm just super excited to see that and thought I would share. All right, guys, so it is Tuesday. I'm officially going to start the 3rd week of Zepbound. I have not taken my shot yet, so let's go ahead and weigh in. Ugh, I'm nervous. Okay. All right, folks, you see it here yourselves, 316.5. All right, so it is officially Tuesday. I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here because that was my full week of eating, and then I will pick up with the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way till the end, I really appreciate it. Make sure to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. It is my goal, I'm crossing my fingers, to reach 1,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of the year, but we'll see. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.